I bought a massive sealed vintage toy collection.
16-inch, that's really cool.
Yeah, Toys R Us's KB Toys was open back then,
yeah.
you know. These were my brother and mine when we were growing up.
Really? Oh, look at that.
Froggy flips.
I've not even put hands on everything yet because I wanted to do it all at the same time.
All right. Yeah, this is...
That's a good looking collection.
It's everything's in here. Online, that's got, like, one person lists them like some crazy valuation.
Yeah.
And, but I've not seen any other ones ever in the package like that.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
That one is actually going for like $400 bucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a nice box too.
Yeah. That was, who would have thought when...
Yeah, that's a grail.
You know, and I think my wife bought me that for like a birthday gift or something.
Oh, really?
A million years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
1987.
87, so that was the year we got married.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, isn't that hilarious?
That's funny.
Because I had a Stretch Armstrong and I always talked about it. And then
Yeah.
when I came out with those, she got mad. Yeah,
I like anything LJN. That's really cool.
yeah, LJN did a good
Yeah.
job on those things.
What is this from? Is it? Oh, Applause.
That's
Okay.
from Batman Returns or Bat Begins, one of the two.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
I think that one was supposed to be, that was the Danny DeVito.
Right. Yeah. Looks just like him.
Yeah, and I don't even remember where I got that.
I've never seen that one before. That's really cool.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one around either.
I like the
And then
hang
these
tag.
guys I put all the Beatles stuff in there too.
Oh, okay.
Even, like they're down here, and I have them. They're all wrapped.
Oh, okay.
There's Ringo, but these all came along with like Ringo's supposed to go in that inside that thing or whatever.
So what's the story with those? Were those like at toy stores, or were those
Yeah,
like
they
more
were-
like
they were
collectibles?
at, there used to be a place called Suncoast
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sure.
Videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They were on a like a sellout
Right.
table. And that's why somebody must have come in and bought John Lennon.
Yeah.
And then the three of them were sitting there.
Uh,
And I just picked them up, and it means that they probably were like $5 a piece.
Cheap,
something like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty collectible now. It seems like.
Yeah, exactly.
And then now having like all three of the Matrix too is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I've asked some people. There's people that are like really hardcore into this that have never seen that small one.
Oh, is that
there.
right?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and that one, anything that has a Toys R Us sticker on it means that I bought it.
Yeah.
$1.99.
So cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that one's kind of hard to find.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the rare stuff though too.
Yeah, oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, these guys are. I don't know the price. $1.48.
$1.48. So crazy.
Yeah, isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
And this one I might have bought from a toy show or something like that. Or maybe it was sitting out.
Yeah. Just the Jabba.
$5.
I got one of those sitting right there.
Yeah, I saw that when I saw one of your videos.
I love it. Awesome, man. Let me get you some money. This is gonna be exciting to go
Okay,
through.
cool. I got something for you though. I got to get
Okay.
in the car and I'll be right back.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah, there's another one of those, right?
So funny having two of those now.
Yeah, two of them. I must have picked them all on the same day. So they were sitting there. So this is a little extra special gift for you.
Oh, okay.
There's 3 things in there.
Right on.
And a Glory Green.
Oh, look at that.
That I got, Pee Wee Herman handed that to me
Really?
in 1983 when I was at Illinois State University as a freshman.
Holy.
And it gave me that and a thing of Smarties.
Yeah.
And I eat the Smarties, of course. But yeah, that was
So that's before the Playhouse then, right?
totally. He was really not known very well. I think
Just
he was
like-
David Letterman a couple times.
Traveling stand-up comedian.
Oh, totally. Yeah, yep.
That
The
is
school
awesome,
paper would
man.
Come in and it wasn't even that big of a room.
That's like the coolest thing I've ever seen.
So that's for
Amazing.
you.
Thank you.
I had that in my drawer for 40 years. It was just like a one-off I had.
Oh,
You
wow.
probably have those. Those are the Marks, glow in the dark.
I don't have the actual Marks ones. I just have those. They're up on that shelf right there.
Yeah.
Those are
Yeah,
like
this is
some.
the same one.
Yeah. These are like Brazilian remolds or something.
Okay.
From the 90s.
That's the original.
That's the actual one.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll look great up there.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very cool. Thank you. Oh, nice. The custom Green Hornet.
I felt he belonged with your collection
That's
because
so
I had
cool.
no place to put him. Dick Tracy had handcuffs, so I like filed them all off, all the different accoutrements that
That's
he
funny.
had, and then I painted them. I sat there. I was 25.
Yeah.
After that.
10 feet away, like you would just think that was a Green Hornet
Totally,
figure.
right?
You know what I mean? That's you would never know. That's so cool. Thank you, man. I appreciate
welcome,
that. Very cool.
Beautiful, buddy.
Awesome, man.
Okay, cool. Well, I will. Like I said, let's stay in touch.
Oh, for sure,
'Cause
yeah.
I keep on picking up stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
In fact, I've by selling this stuff, I've gotten like the bugs that you start buying stuff. You know.
Yeah, because now you have space too.
I'm
so
totally
there's,
I
there's.
just bought that Necco King Kong.
Oh, nice.
The 7-inch deal. That just got delivered yesterday.
Oh, really?
But I've been picking up stuff from yard sales and stuff like that, and then I know I've got another box of stuff somewhere in the house. Okay. But we'll look around and find
Cool.
stuff like that. And
I've never actually seen one open before.
I probably had Pee Wee Herman disappear in that.
Oh, really? He might be in there. Awesome, man. Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, man. Safe travels.
Thanks.
So a little bit of time has passed, but as you saw, I bought a massive sealed vintage toy collection. I'd say 98% of it was sealed at least. Mike, aside from being a super nice, super interesting guy, he was an avid toy hunter back in the 1980s, 1990s. He was a regular at Toys R Us, KB Toys, Children's Palace, and he would just buy whatever kind of piqued his interest. It became one of those collections that was packed away in totes. I think he said that half of it was up in his attic, half of it was packed away in his crawl space. And decades later, when he finally dug it all out, I was lucky enough to be the person he contacted. Now, unfortunately, we live about 2.5 hours apart, so we had to structure this deal a little bit differently than I'm used to. We had to negotiate with pictures through email, not necessarily fun or easy for either party, but there were some really interesting pieces in here that I really wanted for the collection, so it was worth the effort. We settled on right around $3,500 if I did the traveling, or $4,000 if he did the traveling. So as you saw, Mike made the drive. He brought it down in 2 separate parts. He brought the bulk of it down a few weeks ago.
That you just don't find.
No, I mean, I find the Star Wars ones all the time.
Yeah.
And like, I found that a million times, never in the box.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
I've got another one in the box at home.
16-inch, that's really cool.
Yeah, I've got the smaller one too. I think it's in there.
Yeah.
These were my brother and mine when we were growing up.
Really?
So, yeah.
It's one you don't see very often. Man, look at that.
I don't think I ever took that.
That's awesome.
And what you just saw was the second half joining the party. With so many items, it's kind of hard to show what the potential value could be on a piece-by-piece basis, but I've done the math 100 times, and I think it was an extremely fair deal. Over on this table, we have kind of what I would consider probably the lower end bulk, the stuff that doesn't really fit my collection, a little less desirable, but still some pretty neat pieces. There are some things like these American Frontier figures that I've never even seen in the package before, so those were kind of neat to see. Got a bunch of the LJN ET figures, some Chipmunks figures up here. Coneheads are always kind of fun to see. The LJN Brooke Shields doll always kind of makes me giggle when I see it. We have all of these Shadow figures. These are from 1994, I believe made by Kenner. This is kind of an interesting pile because although they're not worth a lot, I believe this is the entire line. 4 vehicles, actually there's 2 Thundercabs there, but it has all 4 vehicles and all 9 figures. And I'm pretty sure that completes the line. So I did think that was kind of interesting. And then this big stack of Mattel Flintstone figures were pretty fun to go through as well. Over in this area, we have some things that are, in my opinion, a little cooler and quite a bit more valuable in some cases. However, a lot of it still wouldn't fit my personal collection for various reasons. We have some of the Mego Pocket Heroes, got a Mego Farrah Fawcett doll, Pull String Mork. Got the Kim Toy John Travolta Superstar doll. Nice little stack of Last Action Hero. Some various RoboCop, Rambo, Terminator figures. Got a Mechagodzilla, kind of neat. Meteor Man is a figure you don't see very often. Secret Wars, Captain America, MASH, Demolition Man. Got this pretty cool MASH ambulance right here. Got a set of the 8-inch Mego Chips dolls, Paunch, John, and Sarge, along with a loose motorcycle. Not a super easy piece to find there. There is a vintage real Ghostbusters Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in the package. Actually a really, really good piece. I do have one that's a little bit nicer on the packaging, so that's why this one ended up on this table. Big stack of Mego Love Boat figures. A couple cool bendables that you don't see very often. Harry and the Hendersons and Close Encounters. There were a couple pieces that kind of surprised me value-wise, like this sealed Dracula deluxe model kit made by Mobius. I had never seen that before. And I am not a Funko Pop collector, but we do have what appears to be a chase here. This is Rick Grimes number 13. It's the Harrisons exclusive. That one really shocked me. Got a few loose items down in the bucket, like the $6 Million Man. There's a Mork Ragdoll, Evel Knievel, and E.T. I did find a random Princess Leia 12-inch down in one of the totes. A little dirty, missing accessories, but still. These Beatles figures seem pretty sought after. Do have 3 of the 4. I believe only missing John Lennon down in there. A few more random things I have never picked up yet. We have a Cherry, which I do have one up there. Some more aliens, and just some random things down in here. And then this is the table where we really start upping the cool factor and the value in most cases. A lot of this stuff is going straight into the collection. Probably a good chunk of it, honestly. Got 4 of these Tales from the Crypt Keeper figures. Not a lot of value on these, but I think they're super cool. I think it's an underrated line, and honestly not very expensive to collect them all. So keep an eye out for those if you're into that sort of thing. Got almost a whole set of the Mego Chips 3.75 inch line. Sarge, Jimmy Squeaks, Wheels Willie, John, and Ponch. I think the only thing we're missing there is the motorcycle, but all the figures are accounted for. Obviously, I love the LJ and Freddy, as well as all these monster figures here. Got the Ertl diecast Rocky. I had never seen this one. I had seen the Richard Petty. I had seen the Smokey and the Bandit. I think this Rocky figure is really cool, though. Speaking of Rocky, we do have some pretty amazing carded figures that I've been looking for a while. Mr. T as Clubber Lang, Carl Weathers as Apollo Creed, and of course Hulk Hogan as Thunder Lips. I'm a sucker for the dolls, and we do have a complete set of the New Kids on the Block with the cassette. Got all 4 of the fellas right there. We got MC Hammer, and of course Vanilla Ice. 2 of the Michael Jackson dolls made by LJN, 2 different outfits. We have the American Music Awards and the Grammy Awards outfit. Mr. T, which I had also needed complete for some time. The collection included 2 of these Screaming Kevins from Home Alone. I have found this figure a lot, never in the package before, so to have 2, kind of neat. Chuck Norris Karate Commandos on card. Here's a couple heavy hitters right here. LJN Thumb Wrestlers, mint on the card. Very nice card, very nice bubble. We have Hulk Hogan and Big John Studd. You don't see this one very often sealed like this. And then of course the really nice stretch Hulk Hogan. Very, very nice displayable box. No rips or tears in the figure itself. Really happy this was included. Kind of a Mr. T theme going on here. Do have some Rambo figures. Little problems with the packaging on a couple of these, but I'll always pick these up when I see them, so to have those included, very cool. And then of course General Warhawk. A big old Godzilla, Black Hole, Vampires, King Kong with the original tags. Another rarity with the Rocky 4 plush. Do not see this very often. Comes with all these little accessories down here, like I think a towel and some gloves or something. Very, very cool piece right there. Anything Pee-wee I love. We have the figure with his scooter and the talking Pee-wee doll. I've never had one with a box before, so that upgrades me. The giant 16-inch Luco over-the-top figure. The smaller line of over-the-top figures, very hard to find, very expensive. This one not quite so much, but still a very, very commanding piece. And then the Commando stuff is very interesting. First of all, you don't see these very often sealed. When you do, they're pretty pricey. The really cool thing about this is there were 3 different versions made. A 3.75 inch, a 7 inch, and this giant 16 inch. To have all 3 in one collection is pretty cool in my opinion. And from what I can tell, the 3.75 inch is probably the one that shows up the least. I had never even seen this one personally. And then lastly, we have my absolute favorite pieces. The stuff I've been looking for a long time. The stuff that made me not want to let this collection slip through my fingers. First of all, the articulated Godzilla 1985 Imperial with the tags. You see the Godzilla a lot. I do not see that tag ever. That is very cool. The Rimco Mini Monsters on card. Probably one of my favorite lines ever. These are the glow-in-the-dark versions. We do have 4 of the 6 here. We have Wolfman, Dracula, the Mummy, and Frankenstein. But this is a really good start, especially considering how long it took me just to come up with these. Likewise, there is one full-size Rimco monster figure. This is the Mummy. I believe the tape is kind of dried up on this, but if you can see, the ring is still attached back there. Don't think it was ever open. Very, very cool piece. Do not see it very often. Probably going to be hard to collect the rest of these, but at least we have a starting point now. And of course, another grail for me. A sealed Pee-wee's Playhouse playset. You see the playsets a lot. They kind of spiked in value when unfortunately Paul Reubens passed away not too long ago. They're coming back down a little bit, but I always wanted a sealed one with a very nice box, and now here we go. I love the clearance tag on it. There's no sun fading or damage anywhere. Very happy to finally have this piece. One of the very few playsets I would actually care about owning. And then probably one of the neatest things was actually a gift. I could not believe it when he showed me this. This is the card that the marketing genius Paul Reubens carried around in his pocket before there was any sort of fame or playhouse or notoriety. Mike said he would pull this out of his pocket and hand it to you with a pack of Smarties. Tells you how to sign up for the Pee Wee Herman fan club. The fact that this was actually something that he personally handed out, I just think it's absolutely amazing. I don't think I'll ever see another one, obviously, and for it to be a gift, very, very cool. Another piece that'll never be going anywhere. That is all I got for you this time. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching the video, but until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, love ya, bye.